y'all looking at Periera like he the one. Pereira's got to deal with me. Magomed, he thinks he will deserve. It's not gonna happen, bro. I'm just flat out gonna tell you, it's not gonna happen. Periera has one name to deal with, and it's me. What's going on, Sweet Dreams Nation? Happy New Year. It's been a while since we've been back, I've been able to chop it up with y'all. You know, I had a few things going on, upgrades to the studio, personal things and whatnot. But here we are. You know, we started off the year this past week with some action at the Apex, as they usually like to begin the year off. You know, just a quick little fight night and things before they get to the first pay-per-view of the year. We are on the week of that pay-per-view, as you know, Dricus du Plessis is fighting Sean Strickland. We'll get into that. First, I kind of want to get into talking about what happened last weekend. You know, last weekend, as y'all know, Magomed Ankalaev knocked out Johnny Walker, I believe it was, in the second round. Right, you know, it was a fairly decent card. Shout out to all the guys that had some finishes. There was some incredible finishes on that card, and shout out to you guys. You know, I know what that's like, especially a lot of dudes that were making their debut and whatnot. So shout out to y'all. Now the main event, Johnny Walker versus Magomed Ankalaev. I was there live. I watched it from Cade side. As y'all know, I relocated out here to Vegas for my recovery. So whenever there's a show in town, especially people that I might see in the future, you know, I like to go and check it out and be there and get a feel for what their presence is like whenever they're in the cage and things like that. So Johnny Walker versus Magomed Ankalaev. The fight itself was all right. It was an entertaining fight while it lasted, just because of how the style of the fight was going. You could tell that it was bound that somebody was going to land a big shot and they were going to stand and trade, or one or the other, right? So Johnny came out throwing a lot of unorthodox things, crazy kicks, spinning things that he likes to do. And Magomed couldn't figure him out for the most part. For the first round, I believe Johnny actually kind of frustrated him, had him on his back foot, had him unsure of his shot and not really wanting to commit to anything because of just the unorthodox nature of the spins and things like that he was doing. The only thing is with that is the problem that I have with Johnny with those things that kind of bit him in the ass later on was the fact that he does these things and there's no real setup to a game plan to an end. It's just you kind of throw all these things out there and you hopefully land something powerful and damaging to get you to finish, and that's just like, it happens a lot because he's a big athletic guy and he's explosive and he's able to lull guys, and you know guys have a certain sense of fear, things like that, and he is unorthodox. So it works to a degree, but what I would have liked to see from Johnny is a little bit more fundamentally sound striking. And I thought that's what he would be working on out at SBG with the guys out there. But he came out still wild and unorthodox, and he ended up getting caught in a bad position. That hook that dropped him was all because of where he was positioned, footwork as far as his feet and things of that nature. And when he fell back, Magomed don't miss when he follows up. You saw it in the same thing with the Kutalaba fight. He came in, he shattered his nose. So there was that. And then after the fight, he had some things to say. We actually have the video. I'm gonna play this back just so you know. I don't have to paraphrase or none of the things like that. So we're gonna run this and then I'm gonna address it.
Jamahal won the title the month after that, and unfortunately he had to vacate the belt as well. But Dana White did say that when he's ready, he will get a shot at that. So if he is next, do you want to sit around and wait for the winner of that, or would you be willing to take one more?
I think here the math works out the way that I am more deserving of the belt because I have 10 victories, 6 of them knockouts, and Jamahal has 8 fights total in the UFC. So it's just clear that I'm a more deserving contender than Jamahal.
Jamahal won the title the month after that.
So that's some weird math to try to math. All right. First, like, Magomed just, like, I get it. You trying to, like, make your things, like, you want your dream to come true and things like that. You want to get back to a shot and you hungry. Like, bro is not very bright. He doesn't do bright things. Nothing about his movement or motion or anything he does seems bright at all. So I'm not really surprised that he has a not so bright take on this whole thing. All right, so let's analyze this. All right, let's look at our last 4 fights. Minus this Johnny Walker fight, you had a no contest that you could have been disqualified for because you can't seem to understand what the rules are and you can't knee people in the head when they're on the ground, as well as how you seem to always hit people in the back of the head. You know, like I said, not high IQ things just in there swinging. So you go from no contest, a draw, and you had a win before the 9th win that you're talking about. The guy broke his leg. You know what I mean? Shout out Anthony Smith. Man, Anthony Smith broke his leg. He injured himself in that fight. So it wasn't like you went in and dominated that fight. It was an underwhelming performance, just like the draw, just like the fight before this last one. So where in this math do you see? See, we're in the entertainment business, right? You're not entertaining. Nobody wants to watch you fight. Nobody's rushing to pay for your pay-per-views. Like, so whenever it comes down to that exciting and people want to see fight, I guarantee you more people want to see me fight than they want to see you fight. And in that alone, that math is already killing you. My last 4 fights have been domination, finish. I'm the former champion. You was given the same chance to become champion. And you shit the bed. You couldn't finish the job. You couldn't do it. It wasn't meant to be for you. But whenever I stepped up, I showed my true colors, and I showed that I was ready to step up and actually be a champion. You walk around with this fake entitlement like you're supposed to just be crowned a champion. It is just supposed to be for you. You had your chance. You blew it. Now you sit on the sidelines and you wait. You haven't earned anything. You don't deserve anything. The most you can earn is consideration of the spot that you're in right now. All right? So maybe work on that marketability or something like that, because outside of that, I don't have nothing for it. You had a good performance. You know, you knocked out somebody that I already knocked out in less time. So calm down. You know what I mean? We've had common opponents now multiple times. We see the results. We see the entertainment level in those matchups. Yours, none. Mine, must-see TV, baby. Come on now. You already know. Now, on to something else. Y'all, as y'all know, this weekend we got UFC 297 this week with Sean Strickland, Dricus du Plessis. And you know, while the king is away, you know, the jokers like to play. You know, it's a lot of clown talk, we'll say. You know, and it's just goofy, man, you know. Because whenever I was champion and I was sitting there and I was waiting on an opponent, nobody had nothing to say. Nobody had nothing to say. Nobody wanted any smoke. Now because Alex has come up and he beat Jan Blachowicz, which some people feel was a draw, whatever. It was a close fight. And then caught Yuri, who's wild and unpredictable and all this other thing, coming off an injury as well. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not gonna really get at because I'm gonna be in the same position. It will be absolutely no excuses for me. But still, it doesn't change the fact he hadn't fought in a while. You know, and he won the title. So now y'all see this guy, y'all thinking, oh, he's just this middleweight or something like that. And I don't really mean to try to shit on his accomplishments because I feel like Alex is actually a phenomenal fighter and his skill is shown with him still being able to what he do. He was put out there, people that were in front of him, he beat them. So there's that. But we now have a guy who hasn't even won the title in his division talking about coming up and clearing out this division. And I think it's funny now just because it was just recent and it was just brought to my attention. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull up. We gonna check it out, and let's look at it.
Periera sitting here in the front row. Whoever wins out of you two, would you be interested in moving up to light heavyweight at some point and challenging him?
100%. 100% after this. I have a whole division to take care of before I start thinking of that. I'm taking care of that division, and whoever has to, whether it's him, whether it's somebody else, I don't care. After this division, that's the one I'm after.
Alex, after I put him away, you can put him away next. Don't worry, we got you, Dricus.
Alex Periera sitting here in the front row.
Okay, I think I might have misheard him. The other saying he was going to clear out the division, but yeah. All right, so he does say he has his own division to worry about, so that's good to know he's focused on the task at hand and things like that, because Sean definitely ain't coming to play. Deshaun, if you will. I don't know which one going to show up fight night, but, we're going to figure it out, whichever one. But, yeah, bro, y'all got to slow y'all roll with that. Y'all looking at Periera like he the one. Pereira's got to deal with me. Magomed, he thinks he will deserve. It's not gonna happen, bro. I'm just flat out gonna tell you, it's not gonna happen. Periera has one name to deal with, and it's me. He needs to get through Sean. Coming up to our division, they talking about after he sleeps him, he can sleep him. Periera. Y'all just assuming Pereira's going to be there at this point whenever all this happened. Y'all just forget who the real king is. He's just a steward. My man is a steward. The true king is on his way. Yeah, as far as Alex and everybody and him and y'all saying, oh, he can have him next, things like that, Alex has one person to worry about, and that's me. And this is not a fight for him to just be like, oh yeah, I'm here and I'm going to reign, which he did on Instagram. As y'all might have seen, the post. Do we got the post? So we got the post. We're gonna go ahead and throw it up there, We can respond to that as well. I want all the smoke. But all I'm gonna say to Drake is do your thing, bro. Try to win that belt. And if you ever decide to come up to this weight, I'm welcoming all challengers, and these hands are rated E for everybody. You can get knocked out real quick, my boy. All right, so on his Instagram, he posted this after the Glover fight, whenever we came and we shook hands, whatever, after the fight. And he posted with the caption of, guys, let's focus on what Jamahal matters. And then I'll focus on breaking another record by making 2 title defenses in the shortest time possible. So that was his response after the weekend. I think I also seen something about Glover challenge at Ankalaev, but Glover's just hype. He's welcoming all challengers and things like that. But yeah, it's me and Alex. There is nothing else. We're gonna work it out. And we're gonna figure out a time for us to make it happen. As far as the injury go, I haven't really given an update in a while, but I'll give y'all an update right now. Is going well. I'm back to doing a lot of things that a while ago seemed really, really really impossible to do. I knew it was going to be progress, but actually to make the progress, after the struggles and the things that in the setbacks and some of the things that I've had going through this process has me very good and in a very good place. I am looking to meet soon with the whole staff, with the UFC staff and things like that, the doctors and everybody. We have a meeting planned for this week, and we will sit down and figure out when a plan for me to return to action soon. So I will be back soon and be ready to be in camp pretty soon. Ready to come back and get my throne. Everybody that supported me through this process, that has been understanding of truly what I've gone through this whole thing. I really appreciate that. Still sending the love, the support, and all of that thing. The haters gonna be the haters. You know, and it is what it is. You know, that's a whole different type of fuel. But the fuel that I get from the people that show me love and support, bro. Like, bro, y'all just don't know what that means to me, man. And from the bottom of my heart, I really want to say thank you. Yeah, man. We almost there. We almost there. Man, just the thought, but my bad, y'all, for a second there. The thought of it just kind of left me speechless, but yeah. The Lion is ready, bro. The Lion of the division is ready. I'm doing everything I can to make my return, and y'all gonna feel it. Every single one of y'all. Anybody that's got it that thinks they have a right to my throne, the 205 crown, let's get it.